Hi YouTube, it's me Josh. Thought I'd do an update video and a steam engine run. My steam engine's right there. I will be doing my erector set oil rig, and I worked on one evening before I went to bed is my little windmill, now with a DC generator. This is one of the electric motors from the erector set. I have another one with longer set of leads. Right here, I have it routed from here into the base, then out here. And I know it's on the wrong side, but the only thing I could do. The other motor doesn't work. Oh well. I could probably scavenge those leads. I'm gonna use this. It's a Innova 3300, a digital multimeter. Great one. I'm gonna see if I can power this little HO scale DC electric motor. This does run. I've tried it. It works really nice. I'll probably just put a piece of tape or one of those sticky bookmarks. One of these on it. I don't know what color. This is from L&M Radiator, wasabi.com. They make really big industrial radiators. I got that from a career fair at my school. Yeah, I'm gonna run this basically. All it is one of those crown gears to a spur gear. There's a DC motor, and I have a little adjustment right here, basically to put side load on this, so it doesn't drag on this. But the engine carburetor, I'm gonna most likely JB weld it. Because that engine looks period to the water pump, and I don't really want to stick a 2.5 horsepower Carroll Stream overhead valve modern gas engine on that thing. It wouldn't look right. That's the thing. This little DC electric motor came out of my small DC electric motor bin. I have various DC electric motors. Again, this is the smallest one I have, besides a ton of computer fans, which I like. I don't really have a use for, but again, I could probably make a draft for it. Yeah, I've been thinking about my my condensate trap. I'm thinking what I might do is like turn some grooves in here, so it look cooler, and plus it would be able to take out that much more heat, so it's not scalding hot all the time. Yeah, I said I'll JB weld that carburetor due to period correct engine. I don't really want to put a newer engine on. I'm gonna use my pressure gauge. Yeah, when you're doing small electronics, get yourself a pair of small test leads. This is what I'll be using. I have a bigger pair with bigger alligator clips. All I'm doing is just running a small DC electric motor with this and doing voltage sensing with this. This is a very good starter digital micrometer, or no, digital multimeter. I'm pretty thirsty tonight. I'll probably do a setup video of my model steam engine one of these times if I have a video. If I do not have a video of it, I'll have to look back at my 63 odd some videos. Yeah. And I might do a combination, like it would be a half-hour long on how model steam engines work video, or just combine the two I have. So all you have to do is watch that one, and you don't have to do part 1 and part 2. I've been pretty busy with school and work. I was gonna do this Wednesday, but that did not happen for obvious reasons, which I don't want to discuss. I could have done it Wednesday, but I chose not to. So I really love this Jensen 25. I was reading the box. It's a 425 watt heating element, 4 amps at 120 volts, AC or DC. So I could theoretically run this off a 120 watt, 120 volt DC power supply. Run just fine. Again, heating elements are current or AC DC they don't really care, because as long as they get basically it's the resistance that causes the heat. So this would be about almost 3/4 of a load on my little 2-stroke generator. That's probably 650 watts continuous, 800 surge, probably something like that. I actually found a engine tag on it one day when I was doing the compression test, and sure enough, there's a mod equivalent. It's one they have is like 700 or 850 watt, no, 800 watt surge, 650 continuous. So I just based it on that. So I'll be right back, and I'll have this thing fired up. I'm back. Steam engine's already at about 4 pounds of pressure. So most tedious thing is clearing the condensate so you don't bend your piston rod. There's many different ways you can clear the condensate. The easiest way, just turn the flywheel over. Now they're starting to get no resistance. We're already at 10 psi. I'm gonna let that run just for a touch. Now let's hook up the and we're producing power. 1.5 volts at don't believe me? That's the voltage. It wants to turn. Uh-oh. That thing's producing some good smoke. There we go. That thing is turning. Let's try something real quick. Disconnect that. And we're holding about 17.5 psi. Let's try something. God, I wish this thing had a mechanical governor actually attached to it. I guess this DC electric motor doesn't want to. Or that one's probably short circuit. That motor is spinning. And of course, that didn't want to stay. I'm about half a boiler full. Now this motor's spinning. Now I just flipped the direction of that motor just by flipping that lever. I think I'm going to grab a new one. What do you think, guys? Or everyone? Let's read the voltage. That's 1.68 volts right there. You can't quite see it, but there's quite a bit of steam coming out of that. And holy cow, I'm almost down to I'm actually surprised that thing's at 18 psi now. Let's see how fast it takes to use that pressure. I've never worked this steam engine that hard. Well, I guess I'll also see what I can do with the oil erector set rig. As promised. I actually kind of like doing this with this generator better than this erector set oil rig. I wonder, I bet it'd be too much. I'll be taxing this engine a little bit too much if I put that generator on here. Yeah, I think it'd be too much. Let's just do a cool down without having the generator connected to anything. Just this little fan. I probably have about a quarter of a condensate trap already. That's too hot. Some cheap needle nose. That's how much I've collected. Actually, that's almost about a half for working that pretty hard. That's on basically 2.5. Well, thanks for watching. Happy steaming. I'll see you in the next video.